Are you living a healthy lifestyle? Do you feel protected by your immune system in these trying times? Are you struggling with losing extra weight? And do you feel less energized and tired most of the time? Hi, I am Dr. Wilco and I am here to help you with your health. I have studied natural health for over 20 years and I have learned that there's only one true guide to beautiful health, which is Mother Nature herself. We as a species have replaced eating for real nutrition for pleasing of the palate, and this is not serving us. We are suffering in health as we stray from a path of natural well-being, and I will show you how to find your direction again. I am very passionate about the healthy lifestyle, so I am excited that I'm able to share this information with you.
I will guide you on the path to true well-being, beautiful, unconditional health that will support a healthier weight and a stronger immune system that we all need in this crazy COVID time. And it is not just the coronavirus. We need to protect ourselves from others all year round. And even though we have now learned to fear them, we cannot survive without them. Viruses are very important building blocks of life. But when a body is weakened, like when chronically ill or obese, we put ourselves at risk. So, it is time to strengthen your immune system. It is time for a lifestyle change. Your health, your body, is a marvelous biochemical machine that is designed to stay healthy. To be sick is an unnatural state of being which is due to an imbalance within your system. True, unbiased health information is corrupted and scattered all over the information world, and you just do not know anymore who and what to believe. In other words, it has become very confusing on how to stay healthy. Know that the food industry and the medical system is designed to keep you confused and uninformed, as the medical system does not want healthy people, as there is just too much money to be made in the sickness industry. This comes as a shock to many people, but I have learned that this is an unfortunate fact.
I want to empower you with enough knowledge so that you can maintain your own health and stay in control. My Back to New Health program is based on the laws of life, because only Mother Nature can guide us to a higher health potential. You have to realize and know that the food producers of the world that keep the supermarket shelves stocked keep us deliberately addicted to their Frankenstein foods, as I enjoy calling them. And it is these processed foods that are responsible for people's ill health, together with unnatural living habits.
Do you ever wonder why so many people are unwell and need to visit their doctor frequently? That pharmacies are open 24/7 these days. Did you ever question why the hospitals are filled with patients of all ages? Did you ever look over the statistics of heart disease and cancer cases in our modern world? Chronic conditions are ruining many people's lives, and we need to put an end to avoidable suffering. There are never any guarantees in life, but we can have more control over our health than people realize. More and more people are awakening to this truth, so don't fall behind and take charge of your well-being. Of course, to be sick is never straightforward, but you have a better chance of preventing and possibly reversing your condition by changing your diet and lifestyle. Health costs all over the world are rising, and it becomes a serious financial burden for many folks that cannot afford their medications and treatments. So relieve yourself of these financial traps, because very often the key to finding your well-being again is true a lifestyle change. Where do you want to spend your money on? Medications or vacations? What is your health worth to you? I ask.
Expensive medications and treatments are in many cases not the solution. Let me give you an example of what happened to a friend of mine some years ago.
When I visited my friend in Spain, she told me over dinner that she has been suffering from bloating, painful cramps and persistent diarrhea. When I questioned her diet and found in her pantry a whole array of wheat products, I started to suspect what is going on. When she thought I was mad and did not believe that her favorite foods like pasta and bread are the culprits here, I dropped it and let it be. And she cannot force anybody to stop eating something they are, addicted to. When I got her message several weeks later that it has gotten so bad that she made an appointment at the doctor's office and had to go to the hospital, I got worried and upset at the same time, because he, get this, recommended having a piece of her intestines cut out. Crazy. Luckily, while she was waiting at the hospital for this procedure with her mother, she remembered my advice again, and she felt then that she should give it a try before having a piece of her organs removed. She stopped eating wheat and the problems went away. She avoided an expensive and unnecessary operation that was motivated to undergo by a medical system that aims for profit.
She does not think I am crazy now, but don't get me wrong, our medical doctors are invaluable, but they are not trained in preventive nutrition, but have studied what medications go with what symptoms or illnesses. The heart of our medical system should beat around preventing people from getting sick and should not be about supplying pills when an imbalance starts to show. One of the reasons for our ill health is our addiction to a whole table of foods, and most people still think that we can just eat anything that our eyes feast on, that there is no connection between food and health. And this is the reason why people frequently have to visit their doctor and their local pharmacy, or in a worst case scenario, having to be admitted to the hospital. There is another way. We are much better designed than that.
My opinion is that we are losing our dignity as a species, and we need to turn this around by adopting a more natural diet that is more in sync with our internal bodily functions. To consume foods that are less problematic to digest, because I am sorry, but most foods consumed in our modern world are destroying your beautiful given health. Yes, I know, it is all so delicious, but most foods are just not designed to be assimilated by our digestive system. We also have many people struggling with their weight. My heart goes out to all of those who tried everything, but to no avail. They are endlessly counting calories and often starve themselves to a point of misery, solely to become healthier through losing weight, and that they can feel better about themselves. An overweight or even obese person is most certainly on a path of self-destruction. Their whole body suffers silently at first, until slowly symptoms and discomfort start to show, because of their excess weight putting a lot of stress on the organs and joints. An overstressed system cannot work efficiently to maintain well-being, and therefore needs to be adjusted to be able to enjoy radiant health.
You will be amazed how easy it is to lose extra weight when you have a true desire to do so, because often the obstacle in the way is pure addiction to foods and low self-esteem. This addiction is provided by the food producers I mentioned earlier. Their goal is to keep you hooked and make an obedient consumer out of you, which is another very good reason to empower yourself and break free from their hold on you. They do not care about your health, just your money.
Countless times when I am in a supermarket and I see those carts filled with pointless foods that are maintaining people's addiction, I have to bite my tongue to not say anything. So much money is being wasted and poor nutrition provided through these processed and so wrong foods. There is also a big problem around energy, which is one of the most valuable assets that you have. What is a lot of money in a bank when you cannot even enjoy it because you have no physical energy or you are ill? To wake up in the morning and feel naturally energized to take on your day with joy is a real gem. Many people need a lot of time to get going and need to be supported by coffee to make it through the day. We are continuously poisoning ourselves through a wrong diet and lifestyle, which is the cause of low energy and poor well-being. Toxins are everywhere, and in my health course you will learn where they are and how to avoid them.
A toxic bodily system becomes an acid system, and I will teach you how to avoid this from happening, as a healthy foundation is built on an alkaline lifestyle. My Back to New Health program is what you are looking for when you answer yes to some or all of these following questions.
Do you want to have more physical energy? Do you want to end your suffering from a chronic condition? Do you want to say goodbye to your expensive medications and care? Do you want to regain your youthful looks and movability? Do you want to regain your sexual functions and stamina? Do you want to restore your perfect weight after years of struggle? Do you want to keep your memory and mental alertness? And lastly, do you want to invest in your health future to take preventative measures to ensure your well-being and that of your family? It is time that we all follow a better direction in health. There are already way too many fast food restaurants that lure people in with their fake chemical foods and cheap dining. These are the cornerstones in many neighborhoods, and they just need to go out of business if we ever want to embrace a healthy population. Having said that, these junk food places are also now adjusting to a more informed public and are replacing their health-destroying foods with more plant-based and fresh choices. So we are slowly getting there. But still, people are not well. Health and fitness levels are deteriorating as many have to drag an overweight body around that is quickly out of breath. Many are also financially or emotionally stressed and have therefore no desire or focus to change their living routine. People easily get stuck in their lives as we are creatures of habit and addiction. Also, exercise is for many a bad word. There are still too many people glued to their TV chair that need to move their bodies, which is utterly important for physical and mental health. We are designed to maintain a toned muscular frame, and blood-pumping exercise does not only help with removing toxins, but it also gives every organ a workout for better functioning. There is a lot we can do to keep the doctor away, because let's be honest, nobody likes to feel or be ill. It is just no fun.
I urge you to take the steps to better health now, as you never know what lies on the horizon, and prevention is still better than having the cure. Please know that I am not in the business of creating fear to have you believe me here. I am only stating facts because I see the effects of poor diet habits all around me wherever I go. I always say that there is nobody as passionate about sharing true health than myself. Ever since I changed my health around some 30 years ago, I have been feeling amazing My changeover to a lifestyle that is designed for our biochemical marvel has been very rewarding.
The lifestyle I want to teach you is based on the intricate wisdom of Mother Nature's laws that shows us how to keep our body systems clean, even to the core of our cells, because only then we can enjoy beautiful health. I take my health path that I share with others very seriously, as our well-being is of incredible value that is often taken for granted when going about your daily life with no health issues. Through my experience with clients, I have learned that many feel great year-round until one day their instinct is telling them that something is wrong, as symptoms start to show. An imbalanced state of disease does not happen overnight, as our bodies are resilient, but an overstressed system will eventually break down. Maybe you are like me. I can accept my chronological aging, but the physical aging process is a whole other thing. I hope that you enjoy an energetic, healthy lifestyle as well, and that you are wise enough to know that one should invest in your well-being for those future days. I have experienced all the ups and downs and have my studies and research behind me to help you find your original or natural health again that most of us have lost over the years. I hope that you are not that person that relies on the medical industry, thinking that if I do get unwell one day, I will just take some pills to cure it. This is, of course, the wrong approach, because eventually all those chemicals will imbalance your delicate biochemical setup that can possibly create additional problems. And let's not forget the side effects that come with it. There are, of course, always exceptions to the rule, and these extreme cases require a different approach or treatment. But generally, the path of medicating yourself is like entering a labyrinth. You will not be able to find the exit again one day.
As I mentioned before, prevention is preferred over curing, and this should become one of your mantras on this path to new health. I can imagine that you're already wondering what direction it is that we need to take to find this new promised health. But rest assured that by the end of this video you will have a clearer idea of the program that I am offering to you.
Hey, do you remember those days when you were a kid and you could just go on forever with playing and running around the house with other children? I do not know about you, but I loved those days and envy the energy that we have as kids. I'm bringing this up because, believe it or not, if you have lost that ability, my Back to New Health program can get much of that energy and joy of youthfulness back. This is one of my biggest motivations to pursue this health path that I am on. Next to being utterly afraid of hospitals, like most people, I have absolutely no desire to be a patient in there. No, thank you very much. I am sure you agree with these outlooks and fears, as I am pretty sure that most of us want the same thing: to live a life of abundance and health with the people we love. And disease has no place in this scenario. Our beautiful planet is a place of many discoveries and mysteries, and like our given health, we should treasure it because it is easily destroyed if we turn a blind eye. We are connected to our astounding nature. It is part of us, and most people do not realize that without it, we cannot survive. But nature herself will do just fine without us humans. It would even thrive.
The key word here is respect. We need to have respect for our natural environment and be gentle with it, as it gives us life. And because our internal system is an environment in itself as well, we need to give the body that same type of treatment. Life is a gift that keeps on giving when you treat it with respect. It gives back what you put into it.
Let's recap what the Back to New Health program is truly about. Because when you have heard my message so far, then you have understood that investing in your health is essential. The goal here is to make you see, and it doesn't matter what age you are, but of course the younger the better, that you should start to improve your lifestyle for a long and happy life, which will at the same time support a healthier planet for now and future generations. And when you are jumping on board the health train at a later age, it can possibly reverse a chronic condition and secure a disease-free retirement when caught on time. The program also reminds us that A. Being overweight is a tremendous stress on your body and does not support a strong immune system. Then B. To rely on medications is a poor decision as these can worsen your condition. Popping a pill is not the remedy and shortcut that people think it is. C. A diet of processed foods will not bring you the nourishment and perfect weight that is required for beautiful health. And D. By removing certain diet obstacles, you will set the possibility free to enjoy a more energetic health, where you then look forward to be active again. Through my program, you will experience what it means to be empowered, to be self-sufficient by freeing yourself from the shackles of the expensive medical system.
My Back to New Health program is designed for all ages and lifestyles. You just need to bring a real desire to change. We can all together do so much better, and change, as always, starts with you.
I know that you already figured out that some foods that you really like will need to be removed, and that is correct. I know also that this is a difficult part for many people, as it was for me. Especially cultural and emotional foods are tricky, and people often cannot let go. These are then the moments where you will have my support through my program. I will get you through these challenges as we together want the same thing. To restore your natural given health that is obstructed by misinformation and foods that create addictions and a weak system. I know that the world is full of promises and poor service, but know that you will be supported throughout. My goal is to empower you enough to be able to stand on your own feet, so to speak. Because in the end of the day, it is you who will have to conquer these food addictions. As it is you who has to face the news of the doctor if things go wrong. Which situation do you prefer to deal with? I ask. Either way, it is always your responsibility. Maybe right now you are filled with doubt, and this is a normal reaction, but rest assured that my program will bring the results you desire when the motivation is there. A reality is that people who want to lose weight and improve their health are confused by so many different health philosophies that all claimed to be the one to follow.
I was once in that position myself, and it became very frustrating to find the right health path to follow. Until one day, the logical answer came to me. Logic always makes more sense to me. It is just more believable. And in my case, it became the instinctive conclusion to follow Mother Nature. The philosophy of natural hygiene is that type of health direction that makes sense. As a matter of fact, it is as old as life itself, because it is based on the laws of life, of nature. Nature has laws in place that are essential to follow when a life form wants to survive and thrive. By that I mean that a life form can only prosper when it lives according to these rules that are not man-made but created by life itself.
Life that follows its own biochemical laws will flourish with a healthy disposition for many generations. I don't want to get too scientific here, but I would like you to be convinced that those natural laws that also govern your body is the most logical path to energetic health. My Back to New Health program course will guide you in baby steps to a better you. Unconditional health that puts you in a totally different light. A new you that will thrive and give you back your dignity as a human being. Because becoming or being sick is simply undignified. Know that my program or course teaches you in a fun, entertaining way the path to great health. We will explore in easy steps the best route to take when you are ready to change. I am sure that you have caught in the news the growing trend of going plant-based, a diet lifestyle that is taking the world by storm. More and more supermarkets, together with restaurants, are now carrying vegan products for the simple reason that people are discovering the many health benefits. You will learn that it is not enough to be vegetarian anymore, that much better health is achieved through a 100% vegan lifestyle, and I will convince you of this fact by giving you honest, objective information. We live in an era of sustainability, and nations are now awakening to this global necessity of self-preservation, as we only have one planet we can call home. We as a species are now slowly learning that we need to live in balance with Mother Nature, to take care of our blue globe. And to remind you again, this same wisdom must be applied to our health, to keep our inner environment clean, balanced, and free of toxins. Many people just have no idea that they are poisoning their health through wrong foods.
And while nature has started to play its symphonies, please know, and this is important, that the plant-based diet is not a fad or a trend. This healthy diet lifestyle is here to stay and will become, one day in the future, the lifestyle of the human race. As crazy as it sounds now. The human body, despite all the arguments of the omnivores, is designed for plant-based nutrition only. I have another quote for you, and this time from Mr. Thomas A. Edison.
The doctor of the future will give no medication, but will interest his patients in the care of the human frame, in diet, and in the cause and prevention of disease. I can talk endlessly about all the benefits and rewards that come with adopting this animal-friendly diet. But you will learn all of this in my course program, and it will be fun and educational. Please realize what is at stake here. Don't keep on treading your same diet hamster wheel. Learn what is right for you and jump on one with a healthier future. We are creatures of habit and routine, and before you know it, you will get stuck. The time is now to make changes. Knowledge is empowerment, and that means that you will not have to follow those other sheep in the flock anymore, as a figure of speech, but become your own person with the best knowledge to protect yourself. Remember, my advice is always to make changes in baby steps. And even when you cannot apply all my suggested changes, you will still benefit tremendously of the changes you will be making. I know with almost certainty that you will start to feel so much lighter and energized that you will eventually go all the way, so to speak.
What do you have to lose? I ask you. Change is never easy, but when the new you has surfaced, you will be forever grateful that you made those steps. I want to reassure you again that my program is the most logical and natural health path to follow. I have pored over the question what we as a species are supposed to eat for over 20 years. which resulted in having a very knowledgeable and objective view on health.
I studied all the popular diet philosophies and sifted through all the nonsense and food industry's propaganda to be found in the information world. The food industry is powerful and continues to produce misinformation to the consumer to keep them confused and a faithful buyer of their products. There is a lot to overcome when you start following your own direction. But I always say to stick with your truth and become that independent individual that does not fall for marketing lies anymore. Through my empowering program, you will slowly become that person that finds his or her truth. I always say with a smile that the more rebel blood you have pumping through your veins, the easier it will be for you to discard misinformation and follow what is right.
Okay, we are here. This is the moment where you make your life-changing decision for yourself and your family. Sign up for my program and start your new health path. I will be there to support you through all the changes you will have to make. And as I mentioned before a few times, you will only have to bring a decent dose of willpower to succeed. I want to thank you for listening, and I look forward in helping you to the other side, because it feels great to be healthy. I am Dr. Wilco, and I wish you beautiful health. Thank you very much.